Hola, welcome to episode 19 of Word to Your Mama. But this is a special episode because this is Relatives 04. Relatives 04. That is correct, kids. So if you're new to Word to Your Mama and you're checking out for the first time and this is the episode you landed on, welcome. But this is not a typical episode. This is Relatives. So Relatives is basically a series within a series. And this is the fourth installment. We just started Word to Your Mama back in September, like mid-September of 2021. And now we're in Feb of 2021's. And Relatives is basically me, Ritzy P, and my relative, Naisha Sepulveda. And we talk about our origin story, the crazy shit we got into in the 619, Dago, a.k.a. San Diego, California, the 80s and 90s. And we were trying to go in chronological order. Black and brown unity por vida is the slogan. And it's just fun times. I mean, we have these crazy stories that everyone says there's like a movie or a TV show. So I wanted a way to chronicle all those little events, all those big events, and also just kind of talk about what's going on. They're shorter episodes pretty much, but what's been interesting is, and what I mentioned to my therapist that I see once a month virtually right now during the pandemic is, you know, we're reconnecting and I'm kind of able to look back at events and I can see it, you know, hindsight 2020, psychoanalyze. And also it's like a reconnecting and seeing different sides of the story. Because as kids, like I was going through so much trauma in the home and inner trauma that maybe, you know, my relative doesn't know about, and just things we discuss and vice versa maybe. But, you know, it's very interesting. And at the same time, I don't know, like the therapy that I've been doing and talking to my relative, I'm like, people are coming out of the woodworks, out of my past. And I know it's for a certain reason. And some shit went down tonight, folks. Today's the 10th. Some shit went down today that because I've been in therapy for the specific reason, I'm ready for. Should this conversation happen with this specific person, and I'll get into it in a future episode, of course, but you never know. You never know what the universe shall bring. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting night. But let's get into this relatives episode. We talk about our friend Paco, aka Khalid Muhammad, and that whole thing. You know, is dope still a thing? Can we still say that? Can we still use it? And performing inappropriate songs when I was 13 at the junior high talent show. And then, of course, always stay after for the Supernatural Bear Corner. We're going to see what he decides to do today. I mean, if you go to the last episode with his Uncle Bib, Big J, then you know he just kind of flexed some skills on you. He was beatboxing on one track and humming at the same time, folks. And then he just lays the track of one of the Eternals, the Eternal Light song by the Free Nationals featuring Chronix. I mean, he's 8, right? So I don't know what he's going to do. It's a surprise for myself as well. So yeah, let's get into it. You hear me okay?
Yes. Bun on fleek. Or is that too old to use?
Yeah, that's too old.
As the kids used to say. Bun on point. We gonna still use that.
On point for days. Point. Like that's classic.
On point for
forever. Por vida. It's gonna be that's on point.
On point. Let's go.
You know, certain things just don't work anymore. But I'll use fresh once in a while.
Dope, fresh, hype.
That's por vida. Dope.
Yes, dope forever.
I don't care if it goes in and like it's in the past, I think, I don't know, 5-10 years, it's gone in and out of style where younger people are like, ugh, dope. He's old. They're old. They use dope. But now I hear younger kids saying like, oh, that's dope. See?
Yeah. Came back for the, yeah.
Yeah. So.
With it.
So, relative.
What's up? What's up? 2021. Let's go.
February, man. Already February.
Hey.
What's the latest
Oh,
and greatest for you?
latest and greatest. Yo, nothing. Working hard, making moves. Really, that's it. Like working hard. Just came off of vacay. Saw my son. Saw my sister. My family. A little bit of my family. Oh, actually, a lot of my family. Forgot. Saw my mom.
You didn't see
Like
this person, though.
I know,
That's
man.
cool.
Yeah, didn't see a relative, even though I was like 4 hours away.
It's
But
cool.
it's okay. We gonna make it happen. We gonna make it happen. Everything's all good. So I just came straight into 2021, ready to rock and roll and make some forever moves. So I'm ready. It's good though. So far, so good. No
Nice.
complaints. No complaints. I'm waiting on the stimulus check though. You know what I'm saying? Give my check, Biden. Give me my check, bruh. I'm waiting. Not really, but I am waiting.
Your stoops. Let me make sure this mic is on. Okay.
Where the money reside?
Where the money reside? Dude, I was saying that like as soon as I saw him on my Twitter feed.
I loved him as soon as I saw him.
I loved him. And then I told the Supernatural Bear. So him and I would be like, where the money reside? With the two hands, where the money reside? Oh my God. Just for no reason. It would just pop in my head and I'll be like, where the money reside?
Or you could just do the hands. Like I have certain coworkers I look at and I'll just do that from across the room and they know they'll start doing it too. Like,
do you do the clap? Do you do the clap?
Hey. Where the money? So funny.
Great.
So funny.
He's great.
Yeah.
So last time we talked about the Ouija board, right? And I talked to my cousin Belma and she doesn't know who stayed there either. Like, I don't think anybody stayed there. She said maybe her dad, my Tío Nacho maybe stayed there. And then I talked to my therapist and I told her that I psychoanalyzed myself in the middle of the podcast and was like, yo, I'd rather be possessed and live this life. And she was laughing because I was making it funny. And I was like, that's telling. And she was like, no, it makes sense. And then so anyways, revelations, like we said, it was going to be like therapy. So we're talking about, during that time, we were still junior high, middle school, if you will, which is middle school now. But what I wanted to talk about is the origin story of why one of the reasons why we loved our green sweatsuits, green sweatshirt, green sweats.
I don't know why we loved it. Why did we love it?
We loved it because it matched our special ed shoes, special ed as an MC people, not because of special education.
Got it made.
But also because Paco had the same.
The greens.
Yes.
We used to call them the greens.
The greens, yes.
The greens. And where did do you remember where we bought the greens?
Famart?
No, hell no. Mervin's. Remember Mervin's? I was like, yo, I seen them at Mervin's. Boom, Mervin's had it all.
A blast from the past. I haven't heard that name in forever. Mervin's.
Yeah, with a Y.
Speaking of Mervin's, though, the Mervin's that was over there by
Southside.
Yes. The ice cream shop, right? But why was that? I was just thinking about this restaurant the other day, which we never went to. Why was it next to that restaurant called the Boll Weevil?
Oh, I went to Boll Weevil, baby. Boll Weevil had some good hamburgers.
But why was it named after a beetle that infests your dry goods?
Oh, I never knew that. I always felt like Boll Weevil was some kind of like slave adaptation. Like, is that some like slavery shit? I don't know. I just always thought that because
it's
when I went to beauty
up an
school,
insect.
When I went to beauty school, it was one across the street, so I used to eat there all the time, and they had the best burgers ever and onion rings. Oh,
yeah, never set foot in there. But I was thinking about, I was like, who names a food restaurant
after
insect? Yeah, the Boll Weevil. What's it called? The Boll Weevil or Boll Weevil?
We called it Boll Weevil,
right? Yes. Hilarious, Mervin's, and then next to the bull, because it was Miller's Outpost.
Miller! Oh,
remember that was on that side. Get all my Levi's.
Yo, anything Levi, run up and yes, Miller's out. Oh my God, that was
Yeah.
a blast of the past. I felt like that little section that you're talking about, that little shopping center, that was kind of duplicated from the one in a nasty city, National City for all the other folks.
Where I was
Remember
born.
National City where they had Miller's Outpost? They had a boll weevil over there too, but a little
Oh,
further down. So it
maybe
was kind of
same,
like,
maybe same developers or something.
yes, 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 yes. So that's insane.
But
Oh, boll
next
weevil.
to the boll weevil, like on that side, there was a little store, and I don't remember the name, but I would get, because I
Close.
would get clothes, but like they were like irregular. So like I get my Esprit stuff there.
Remember close time?
I remember Clothes Time. The Clothes Time
I
was over
used
there
to
too.
dresses from close time because I was skinny as hell. No, girl, big as hell. Close time. Size 3, baby. Yes. Now size 13. Hey,
Still a
you gotta
3 in
grow
there.
up. Still
Still
a
a
3,
3.
baby. Yes, 13. I'm still wearing motherfucking juniors. I'm in the juniors, the last part. Setting off for the juniors. 13.
So going back to the greens, we wear the greens. For sure had to wear the special ed shoes. You would wear like maybe like a turtleneck with it. A
Or
white,
with the hood.
yeah. We get the hood, like stuff like, so we always wear the greens. And then I remember the first time we saw Paco, it wasn't even by our neighborhood. Like we were on the trolley, like hella far somewhere else. Remember we saw him at the trolley station, and he got like, I don't know if he was, I don't think if he was in junior high or high school.
I think he was in high school. He was a big dude.
So we saw him, and then we were like, oh, he had the green. He looked great in the green, because we're like, what was it, Lincoln Park or something?
Yeah, Lincoln Park, baby. Put
Yeah.
up the
So
echo.
with all
Put
the
up the echo.
green, so I was like, okay. So what made me think of that? Because I was thinking like the greens, right? Because that made me think of the special issues, and then made me think of the greens, and then I was like, oh shit, Paco's dead, shot himself. You know what I'm saying?
Sad.
So when we saw him at the trolley station that one day, he was like not the same. I don't know if you remember. He was like kind of quiet, and he
He was
was
a
just,
quiet. Yes, I was gonna say he was a quiet guy. I mean, he was a outgoing guy, but I felt like knowing him. I didn't know him very well, but just knowing him through the halls at school, he still kind of was a quiet guy.
yeah. But then he was like
But
super Muslim at that time. Like
yeah,
after, right? He was Muslim
yeah.
at that Muslim
However we're gonna say it, girl. But
at that time, and then so we were wearing the green, and so then it was shocking to find out that he shot himself, and the reason why he shot himself, and when I found out, the homies, I think it was like Uli. Remember Uli?
oh yes, oh my God, yes.
So I think Uli or someone in that circle, because they all hung out together because they played football and stuff together for Southwest, when we went to Southwest for Southwest High. I think Uli or someone in that crew was like, yeah, he killed himself because he said he would never get taken by the cops.
The cops, he didn't want to go back. He's not going to do that same shit. I remember that.
Remember? And I think it was Uli or someone in that crew. And then so I don't know if officially they're part of Four Corners of the World. What I used to always toss up in pictures whenever I got drunk was that gang that was from that area, right? And so it was, I was like, let me find this article and I'll put a link to it. But I was like, am I making that up, that he shot himself? And so I was like doing research, like man shoots himself in front of Southwest, because they ended up, so what happened was it was him and two people. It was him, Hubert Phillips, and some other dude that, if you see his face, you might remember his face. They were like promising football players. They're supposed to go to these different colleges. Like one was going to Tuskegee and another one's going someplace else. But they were up in Vista, Escondido Vista, like somewhere far from where we lived. And they believed that they were behind a string of robberies of hotels and motels. Mm-hmm. But that day, a cabbie told them that they tried a string of 10 robberies that summer. And that day, a cabbie in Vista told them that they try to, rob him. So then the police chased them. They were on a car chase from Vista.
I can't remember this part.
All the way down, and they ended up
in South.
They ended up in front of my old high school, Southwest High School. And then that's when Paco, they heard the shots, and they ended up determined that it was suicide. But then they arrested the other two. I remember it was sad. I remember it was so sad.
It was sad and somber.
Because it was shocking.
Especially as teenagers in high school. Like, what?
Paco was 17.
Dude, and he looked 25.
He did. His name was official. His real name was Khalil Muhammad. But everyone knew him as Paco.
Well, ethnicity? I felt like he was like someone in black or something.
I don't know. But yeah, 17 years old, dude, and just in the back seat, they said they found him, and I was just like, shit.
The back? Oh no.
So, R.I.P. Paco.
Remember.
Like
R.I.P.
Because so I looked up the other guys, on Facebook, and looks like they're out. I don't know how much they got sentenced, but they look like they're out and free and have families and stuff. And I just wonder,
so it would have been him. Like, dude, you didn't have to go there.
What did Paco say? Like, what did he say before that? Like, that must be like traumatic.
Yes.
No matter what.
So. Oh, that's so sad.
Like, even as grown, like, even if you're grown men, but like, why were you guys doing that?
Right. What the fuck? Why were you guys robbing people at 17? Hotels.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. In the article, I'll put a link in the show notes, but in the article, like, Hubert's dad was like, I don't know why he would do this. Like, I didn't raise him like that. Like, he had what he needed. Like, I don't know, man. So, yeah.
I think my dog's trying to bust in. What's happening right now? What's going on? The door just opened. Oh yeah, it's Uno.
Cute.
Uno. Okay, let's get together.
So Paco, R.I.P. What else before we move on from like junior high times? Like, what else? Were you there, or I don't know if this before you or after you when I would perform at the talent shows.
What talent show?
At junior high? This must have been before you got there, because you got there 9th grade, huh?
Yes. Bruh, move. Sorry.
We did Kid and Play. One year I did Kid and Play. We performed it at the talent show. And then one year, and I have somewhere in storage, I have the programs from the talent shows. And it was me and I don't know, like 3 or 4 girls, and we did Naughty Girls Need Love Too.
Girl,
by
I was
Samantha
not there
Fox.
Naughty Girls Need. No, wait, let me tell you this. This brings memories. So when I'm at work, sometimes I hear different songs. Let me tell you what song comes on all the time. I wanna sex you up. Then I tell people, I think this is an air band, but it was a remake and all this. And we fucking lost to the Brady Bunch.
We did.
I said, bro, we was crying and shit. Like
devastation.
We was devastated. That was white privilege back then, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah, heck yeah. That was total white privilege, even though our song wasn't that appropriate. But I felt like we made it good, and we thought about it so hard because we had the remix to the girl basically saying, like, no, it ain't
if
about
you want to sex
that, like,
me up.
Like, we have both ends. And Brady Bunch?
Like, that's played. Anybody can do Brady Bunch. Do you want to support original content that supports diverse voices? Why not support Word to Your Mama? You're listening to it right now. Become a patron. Head over to patreon.com/WTYM. There are 4 patron levels to choose from, including Good Looking Out, I'm Down, Hell Yeah, and Please Believe It. Benefits include patron shoutouts, exclusive patron-only content, and so much more. Head on over to patreon.com/WTYM to take your support to the next level. Gracias.
And we came together. Yeah, it was much.
But
But
at least that was high school. I'm dancing to Naughty Girls Need Love Too.
in
If it was
junior
before you, so it was at least I was in 7th or 8th
seventh
grade.
grade, seventh grade for sure.
And it was my idea to have little baggies with glitter in our pockets. So at the end, we're Naughty Girls Need Love Too, 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 too. And then it was like glitter. Everyone was saying, oh.
Not the glitter in the the glitter in the fanny pack.
Next
That's
level.
hilarious.
Next level. We wowed that night. I gotta find the program so I can see who was in the Naughty Girls Need Love Too.
Special effects. That's a good one. That's a good. Yeah, 7th grade. I was still going to private school.
Oh yeah. And we also did.
My
I don't
life.
know who I did it with. Natasha. I don't know who I did it with, but we did Kid and Play.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about 8th grade. Yeah, I don't know your people.
That was pre you. That was pre you when we were dancing up a storm and performing. Because if you were there, you would have been rolling. You would remember, and you would have been rolling.
I would have been in that shit.
No, you wouldn't have. You know.
I'd have been in it on the box and the back. I would have been in that. Don't, hey. You know what? It was so funny because I just recently did Zumba, which I hate. I hate Zumba. But I was in the class, in the room, and I was stretching at the gym. So I'm stretching. Then all of a sudden, people come through and they're like, oh, it's a Zumba class about to start. I'm like, how many people coming in here? COVID, but
yeah,
with my mask and everything. So I was like, I'll do Zumba. Bruh, I see why. I hate Zumba. I just hate it. One, because I feel like an outcast. It's cliquey. Zumba's cliquey.
Oh, is it?
Because if you haven't been there to know the routine when everyone else knows the routine, then you're looking stupid. Because they do the same routine all the time.
Oh.
Yes. And then I feel like the person who's instructing the Zumba never really is on beat. I don't know. I felt like this lady was making it up as she went. So I just with it. I'm like, okay, cardio. Just burn.
Sweat.
But anywho, yeah. I was on beat though for once.
So how is it going to the gym even with the mask? Is it crowded? Are you wiping down surfaces? Like, how does that work?
The one that I go to, which is LA Fitness.
They have LA Fitness in Florida?
Everywhere, girl. Everywhere. I haven't seen one in Atlanta, so yes. They have them everywhere here. So I have 2 gyms, but the LA Fitness one that I go to here, even a few different ones I go to here, like if it's a class, they only let a certain amount of people go in. You have to wear your mask in the class. You have to wear your mask all throughout, except for, I think people are not wearing their mask like as their own machines. But if you're walking around, you have to wear your mask. And I'm like,
what is that? Yeah.
So I just kind of try to stay to what I'm doing, where I'm at. And I've mostly been just going like to the sauna, not the sauna, but the whirlpool. Because and then they only let 2 people in at a time. And then after that, you're responsible. Like you can get a sanitizer to bring with you. You can carry a sanitizer with you the whole time. And even the sauna, 2 people at a time inside. You got to wipe it down, do all that stuff before you go. But I've seen like ladies walking around doing their thing, like cleaning, like people that work there clean really well. So I just try to stay no more than an hour. Just mostly to get like for my muscles, because I work at work, it's real strenuous. And so I just hit the jacuzzi, maybe swim some laps. Like no one's swimming. Black people swim, but here I am with my long ass break. I'm swimming. I'm trying to get that kind of exercise just to get a little cardio. I've been doing cardio all day, then go to the gym after. So it's okay, but I'm very leery. Like, let me see. And I don't go every day, just like about 3 times a week.
And right now, has everything been open up?
Hell, this is Florida. Welcome to Florida, another planet. But today for my job, I just got an interesting email. Trader Joe's is putting it down. I'm just letting y'all know out there. Trader Joe's ain't playing with y'all non-maskers. So if you want to wear a mask, if you don't want to wear a mask,
no matter what,
be prepared to have your excuse at the front door and be prepared to walk around with a cart that says non-mask accommodation or something like that. Have you ever been to Ross?
I have, but it's been a while.
Yeah, Ross. They have these baskets that they don't let people outside with, like that has a pole on it.
Oh,
So in my head, I'm envisioning this. Like I said, I haven't been to work in 2 days. I just got this email today. So because Biden's administration mandated some shit. So now people, all these excuses, oh, I can't wear a mask. I can't. Guess what? Okay, cool. But we're only in our store, we're only allowing one person in the whole store at one time without a mask. One person at a time. Which I'm like, thank you.
It should be none. Really.
It should be none. Some people do have regulations, whatever. I don't know what they are, but whatever. I'm not judging nobody. It's just whatever it is.
Oh, I'm judging.
So, I mean, I don't.
If you can't wear a mask, don't go out.
Stay home.
Stay the fuck home.
I mean, it's a lot of things you could do, but okay, you had to come to store. Say a family of 4 comes. Oh, we don't wear masks, whatever. Okay, guess what? Only one person can shop. Everybody go take your ass to the car. Take your ass to the car. We don't need all your whole family in here.
Got it.
It's going to be very interesting as of 2/5 tomorrow. So people out there who shop at Trader Joe's, be ready. I hope these other stores take heed too, because at the end of the day, let's protect ourselves. Let's protect ourselves. Let's protect other people. You don't know what's happening where, what people are doing. It's that simple.
Protect the workers.
It's that. Can you protect us? We don't want to hear what you have to say with your mask down. We don't want to hear it. Just protect your workers. We want to hear it, but we want to hear it behind your mask. It's that easy.
That easy. Well, so keep us posted on what.
Post it.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's busy. It's good shit.
All right. So, anything else before we do another episode, and it will be the breakup of relatives when we go our separate ways to different schools.
It's kind of like a breakup, but get back together.
Yeah, in a spectacular way.
And I love it. So yeah, this is junior high. And I was kind of sad because you're like, oh, I'm going to go to Southwest High. And I'm like, I'm going to go to Chula Vista because I'm moving. So that was a little sad. But then, should I talk about that I talked you into coming to my school? Or is this premature?
Premature. Anyway. Let's talk about it when we go to when we do the next episode and we do the whole thing. Because there was also other shit, other factors that went into me wanting to move to that school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know. It's just so crazy how we both have different stories, but I know your story, but I don't know if you know my story, or I don't have a story, but I just have thoughts like
what you were thinking. That's what I'm saying. This is so interesting because friends don't really get to do this. Like we just I got my memories, you got your memories, and then they're just our memories. But to dissect it and talk about it, then, I'll find out shit like, oh, you were thinking that, or you thought that, and vice versa. Like, oh, I didn't know that shit was happening, and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. It's so interesting. I mean, it's also like what we talked about, I don't know, a couple episodes ago, like how you were, the evolution of you, how you were like super goody two shoes and kind of like, you weren't always like this. Like you weren't always like loud and boisterous and da-da-da.
I try to tell people this all the time. I told them I was shy. They're like, no, you're not. I'm still shy sometimes.
Like, and it's an evolution.
Yes.
Like, so that changed our dynamic too, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I wasn't loud. I wasn't loud back then.
We just always talked loud. We just always talked loud. I don't know, maybe we were kind of deaf, but we always talked loud. But we weren't loud. Those loud girls. Like I always tell my kids when they were growing up, like, you see those girls in the mall? Don't be that.
Yeah.
Like we weren't those kind of loud. We were just loud talkers.
Yeah, we were loud talkers.
But I think because we're so adamant and we're just so animated about the things we speak about.
Yeah.
From special issues to it's not raining today to whatever, And
Naisha, were we in junior high when we first met and we got to know each other and we felt like hella comfortable? Were we always that animated? Like I just know
that you're using your hands right now. Like that's me all the time. And even people today tell me like, oh, I saw you from across the room. I thought you were ready to fight. Fight? No, girl, I'm just explaining how it went and I'm just in my hand. No. So yeah, I think we always have been.
Since junior high, we were animated. Okay. Because I couldn't remember.
comfortable, and we both feed off each other's energy, and we're like a lot alike. So we just get more hype. We just get more hype. Hands everywhere. Hands, and it, like, so yeah.
We gotta act it out. We gotta act out the story.
It has to be so extra, so extra. But one thing I do remember about junior high, I used to kind of be annoyed by, because y'all knew all the songs and I didn't know the songs, and then y'all just singing about all the songs. I'm like, shut up, I don't know this. Like, we'll be at the taco shop, but we kind of still do it, and I still do it to this day. One word reminds you of a song, then you'll start singing the song. But then, for some reason in my head, and I think it was you and Christina, Filipino Christina, little shorty, Remo.
Remo.
You guys were in the taco shop forever, just late night. You guys were just singing all these songs. Oh my God, it was crazy. And it was a taco shop by the trolley station by your Thea's house.
Oh, Alberto's. Oh, those burritos.
God, when I just had a burrito, it's so good.
We don't have any good burritos out here in the desert, man. I would do anything for one of those burritos. That's hilarious. And I was thinking, I was like, Christina Diaz was just such an amazing singer.
Yes, I still talk to her to this day. She's so sweet. She's so
crazy.
Sweet.
I only we here and there on Facebook, like nothing big. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she was a great vocalist.
Because, you know, her and I have the same birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're always like twins, and we still do that shit to this day. So she's super sweet with her cute little family.
Cute. But I wonder what Remo looks like now.
I had him looking the same with a cute, oh my God, adorable daughter.
Oh, really?
Beautiful.
Show me a picture later. Yeah. Show me a picture.
Well, I think that was on Facebook. I'm not on there anymore, but when I was, she was super cute, and he's all about his baby.
When we were in junior high, did you have a crush on anybody at school?
Junior high. No, I just think when we got to high school, you already know who it was in high school. I'm laughing so hard right now inside.
At Chula Vista?
Yes, who did I like in high school? Do you remember?
That you got with?
No. Oh, no, just that I liked.
Who?
Riley.
Riley Washington, looking the same.
Looking the same. Yeah, he looks the same.
He's cute. He's still cute.
Okay, Riley. Shout out to Riley Washington.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. You did.
We're like, oh, he be talking to that hoe. We ain't gonna say no names, but okay. We're crazy.
Oh,
shit,
Riley
girls
Washington.
back then. But high school, because, junior high, I only went there for 1 year.
Yeah, so it was quick.
Yeah, 1 year, and there wasn't nobody I was feeling, you know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah, that was a tough year. Slim pickings.
I was feeling Scott. Poor kid.
Oh, Scott.
So cute.
You farted. We were evil, dude. I'll tell Nisha that I found Scott. And then I told Miocito, I told him what we used to do to this kid, and I felt bad. But then I found him, and I felt bad because he was like what they call now ID.
Oh, ID.
So you don't say retarded, you say
spectrum.
Intellectually deficient or something like that. I have to look it up. Yeah, because you can't say the R word anymore.
For sure.
Right, so he was something was, but he was in regular class with us.
Autistic maybe, and we didn't have that back then. We didn't know.
So I think he was more that than anything else. So I think he was autistic.
He was in a lot of my classes, like
and he would be fine, but like he would kind of like have like a fit, like if he was, But it was in Mrs. Wilson's class. Remember when we did that?
That was Spanish.
Oh, I thought it was Mrs. Wilson's class.
What's Wilson? What did she teach?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was Spanish.
I think it was Spanish. Senora, they messing with me, senora.
Who taught that class? That's funny.
I thought this little short Latina lady. I don't remember.
Oh, I
just remember Miss Fisher. That was my English class. She was dope. I liked her so much.
I thought it was Miss Wilson.
Could have been, but Dwayne started it all.
Yeah, because he was in that class. I think it was
that part. Dwayne Washington. What is his last name? Is his Washington?
McBride.
Right, my bad.
McBride. I remember him. Because you know how I remember him? And I told him when I found him on Facebook, he tried to kick back Rakim lyrics to me and said that he wrote it.
No, sir. No, sir. He don't know who he was dealing with.
At first I was like, oh, because he wasn't saying it at the right beat. He's like,
slow.
He was saying it like, he was saying it. And I was like, oh, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty dope. And then I was like, wait, that's Rakim. And he starts laughing.
Familiar.
What did he say?
That's familiar. Yes. Yeah, girl, he used to harass me, sexually harass me.
He did?
But I didn't know it was sexual harassment. Yeah, because, I have big boobs. Still got big boobs. But he used to be like, oh, okay, missiles. Yes! Ninth grade.
Shut up. Missiles. I never knew that.
Bruh, yes.
Missiles.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. We got your number.
Now I got grenades. Fucking idiot. Whatever. Yeah. Sexual. So he didn't only mess with my boy Scott. He messed with me too. So
mess with everybody.
Hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Hilarious. Cool. All right then. Nice. So anything else before we close up the junior high timers?
Yeah, we're done with junior high. We're moving on. I can't wait because high school was crazy. High school was fun too.
I can't wait to hear like what your sides are and your revelations, because it was 1 year, right? 10th grade, a full year that before I transferred over, because I transferred in 11th.
I was 10th grade by myself, meeting new people.
And I got to go to Southwest where we knew everybody already anyways.
Yo, that was crazy. I went from so ninth grade, I went to Southwest Junior. Then going into 10th grade, I moved from Southwest Junior to go to Chula Vista High. But in that summer, I went to summer school. And so I got a little feel of
at Chula Vista.
Yes. And remember Channis? I think of him all the time.
Channis.
Do you remember Channis?
The name's
Channis Nixon, and he dressed so dope. Even remember how we used to love guys who dressed dope even on their day off? Like, damn, they got sweats on? Their sweats are dope. Like, he had all the sneakers, all the, like, fusion. He had braces. Person. Yeah, I can't believe you don't remember Channis.
I remember the name kind of sort of, but I have to see.
Yeah, Channis was super dope, but he's always messed with me. So he was one of my first contacts when I went to summer school. So I already kind of knew him, and then he was popular too. So I think when I was going to 10th grade, he was already a senior.
Oh.
So we only had like 1 year with Channis, so I don't think you really ever got to deal with him, but he was a cool guy. I always try to like think about him, and I look him up, and
you haven't found him?
No.
Wow.
Do you remember Yvette? That Miss Sherrill and Lynette, I think, used to talk to. Little short Yvette. She was cute, little chinky eyes. She used to go with him. I think she has a kid by him. But yeah.
Wow. No, I have to picture these people. Yeah, so that'll be interesting, because then we'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about air bands.
Oh my gosh, yes, I can't wait. High school is where it's at. High school is fun.
We should probably see. We should probably see if Martha and Joey want to come on.
Oh, I bet you they do
to talk about, because I know they've listened.
Yes,
and they said,
"Come on,
rolling.
Joey, come through, girl. You know, I know Joey want to come on here and talk it up." Let's go. That's
Plus,
my girl
she was like a news producer and stuff. And now I forget what she does now. But then, and I know Martha said that she was on a hike, maybe Runyon Canyon or something like that. She said that people were looking at her because she was rolling, because she was listening to us. And she was just like laughing out loud and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to have them on. That'll be hilarious.
Yeah, and Martha and I, we speak occasionally, and I think about her often because my store plays Janet Jackson all the time, honey. It is correct. And I'll be like, yeah, girl. I still remember the moves that I couldn't do because y'all clowning me. Whatever.
Yeah, because Martha, she was a choreographer at the high school, because it was a performing arts school. So she was the choreographer, dance.
So we're thespians.
Yes.
I know. I tell people we're thespians. Why weren't we like in classes though? Like, we definitely should have been in classes. We messed up.
That's what I said. That's what I was telling the Supernatural Bear the other day at dinner. I was like, I went to performing arts high school. I could have been.
Wasn't performing.
I could have been in plays. I could have tried out for musicals. But then he made a point. He's like, but then you wouldn't have done what you did and then moved up to
deal with
this.
this smart
He's
kid.
like,
Oh my
and
gosh.
then maybe you would have gone to another college and you would have never met my Papa Bears, and then you would have never had me. I was like, exactly, mijo. I was like, you know what? Everything happened the way it was supposed to happen.
Yes. But it's kind of weird. We went to performing arts school but didn't perform.
I know. Like I was in the first year I got there, I was in choir. I was in choir.
Okay.
I mean, I was the art class, but I never was any shows. I was like, because I wasn't hardly there, girl. I was like trying to survive too.
I know, yes.
So I was like not even hardly there. Remember, you would get mad. You're like, you were hardly there and you still get good grades.
I still got straight A, bitch. Like, what? A's and B's. And I'll go every day, straight D's.
Yeah. So, yeah, but imagine if we would have like tried out to, it maybe not even like make a role, like have a leading role or a backup role, but maybe like production. Like I think I could have been dope at production.
They had video classes, dude. Yeah. Like our school was dope for the time it was.
Yeah.
But I don't know, we just weren't the same people now in high school. We were very different.
Like we developed into this.
Like I was shy.
Yeah.
No sports having ass.
But
just
remember,
shy.
One thing real quick before we wrap it up. But remember, there was a girl named Marissa with 2 S's, and there was a white girl named Nisha, not Naisha. And then remember, they were nominated for like the court for like prom or something, and people were like,
they know damn well that's us.
They're like, oh, congratulations. I was like, oh no, that's not me. And then to you, they're like, congratulations. They're like, no, that's Nisha.
No, that's that white girl.
The white girl.
She probably hated her name, bruh. Like she probably still hates that shit. So hilarious.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Good old days.
Good timers.
So yeah, until next time. I can't wait to talk about high school. We have a good story. So yeah, let's reach out to our girls so they can come on and we can hear from them too.
Yeah.
Because they were a year older. They're a year older than us.
So they could maybe give us some insight of like how we looked.
Like, damn.
Yeah, like we're like these little bitches.
We was hanging hard, though. We was hanging hard with singers, for sure.
Exactly. And you know what? Real quick, though, like we went to performing arts school. We were in these competitions, but I never, ever took a dance class at our school. Ever took a dance class.
Oh,
and I was like, I should. And I was like, I'm not elegant, enough to do ballet and shit. Like I would be all rough and tough. But yeah. All right, cool.
All right. On to next time. This was fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait till next time.
R.I.P. Paco. Khalid Muhammad.
All right. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Hilarious.
Bye.
Bye. Staying competitive in these dynamic times means having the right technology at work for your small or medium-sized business. Whether your goal is to grow, downsize, or modernize, Panoply BPO provides the right combination of tools, support, and affordability necessary to make it a reality. Visit panoplybpo.com. That's PANOPLYBPO.com to schedule your no-obligation consultation today. Mention WTYM and get your 13th month of service for free. PanoplyBPO.com. There is a better way. And now, introducing
the Supernatural Bear Corner. Supernatural Bear. 10,000 reasons to give up. Too many words that piled up. But you refuse to try and mend your broken past before the end. Your heart's too hard to understand. That sands of time slip through your hands, and no excuses can erase the scars of time left on your face. And if it's too hard to forgive, then just give. Let go of the weight that won't let you live. Why keep playing this sad game of who should really take the blame. The memories will fade away. They're growing further every day. You want the stream to change its course before it floods you with remorse. You only need to hit the brakes to free yourself of your mistakes. And if it's too hard to forgive, then just give. Let go of the weight that won't let you live.
Shooby-doo! Yeah! There you go. Episode 19, Relatives 04. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed that little ditty from the Supernatural Bear. I forget what animated show it's from, but he wanted it. He found the instrumental, and he found the lyrics. So there it is, my little man, my Supernatural Bear, my little genius. But once again, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for supporting. There's many ways you could support. You could buy something from the store, or you can leave a review. That's a free, if it ain't free, it ain't me. It's a free way to really, really support us. Go to Apple Podcasts, put in a review. You don't have to put your real name, put another thing, but 5-star reviews. We're going to read them on the show. I really appreciate it. But let's keep doing, supporting and showcasing these diverse voices, right? BIPOC. And like I said before, if I have some white people on here, they're of a certain quality. You know what I'm spraying? All right then. Thanks. We reap. Word to Your Mama is owned and produced by Ritz P. Intro beat by Nico Beats. Relatives intro by Howie T. And as always, Word to Your Mama is brought to you by RitzyPeriwinkle.com and PanoplyBPO.com.